Boss World. My Money Makes Money, Financial Literacy 101. I was just thinking about, have you guys taken a look inside your bank accounts yet? Have you really did your due diligence and go down your budget and actually verbatim, item by item, line by line, see how much you spend? A lot of us tend not to look into our bank accounts, and we just kind of have a running estimate of how much we have left. We have a running balance estimate of how much we have left. Now, granted, some of us really haven't taken a look in there. We're looking there as far as what the balance is, how much you have left to spend, not how much you have left to invest, not how much you have left to save, not how much you have to put into your HSA, that's your health savings account. No one's looking to buy bonds, all these different entities to accumulate and multiply on wealth. You're not doing those things. You're just looking at how much money you have left to spend. So hold on. Let's take a look inside of your bank account. It's dark in here. You know what? Better yet, only I can see what's in here, or rather, I can't see anything, but I think it's better if you take a look. Now, we're inside of your bank account, and I'm looking at your checking account first. Things that you could possibly set up web bill pay and save $1 or $2 there. For example, I'm with T-Mobile. I'm on auto pay. They say if you're on auto pay, because it gives them that assurance that you're willing to pay them, sometimes either in advance or it's like the money is almost kind of like guaranteed. They actually takes off $5 from your monthly bill. That's right. So check for your carrier to see if they do the same thing as T-Mobile and other web pay services. But I'm looking inside your account and I'm looking at your checking account, and hopefully you don't have money here to save, because there's no money in to save, because checking accounts rates are 0.1%, 0.15%. And what does that mean to you? We're talking about pennies on the dollar. Not dollars on the hundreds, but pennies on the dollar. Okay, let me look in here. I see your Netflix. I see your grocery bill. Oh, you like to go out a lot. Look at that. You went out 3 or 4 times this week. Okay, I'm looking for your investment account. Oh, you have your job's 401k coming out as well. You're just doing it at 4% and you're matching. I wonder if you did 4% matching, $300. I'm just throwing out arbitrary numbers. None of these numbers mean anything. I'm just going to blow up your world here. For 20 years, you're not even a millionaire yet, right? Because you're behind the power curve. Because most likely, if you're watching this video, you're probably not a millennial. You're probably not a Y2K child. You're probably in your late 20s to early 50s. In that range, right? Where we really start paying attention to our bank account. Don't worry, I'm still in here. I'm looking around. Oh, I see your Starbucks. I see your daily lunch group. Oh yeah, you're spending money every day. Have you ever thought about $5 a day? Have you thought about that? Have you ever thought about investing $5 a day, $150 a month? Have you ever thought about that? But I promise you, boo-boo, that you are spending that money regardless. Whether it's in one day or that week, because we all know that 5 times 5 is 25, okay? And then 5 times 7 is 35. So $35 a week, and that's 7 days a week. So when you really do the math, I think that you have that type of money, because most of you spend $35 in a week on frivolous and various things. I mean your checking account. I'm seeing, oh, wait a minute, you bought the new Nikes? Oh, you got them J's on your feet? Oh, that's what's up. Wait a minute, how much them J's cost? Those shoes cost you $300? $300? Listen, maybe you need to set a rule for yourself. You know how like an Outlook, you can set rules? I have a rule for myself. I'm not spending no more than $80 on a pair of shoes. When it comes to boots, I go up a little bit more because they're made and built to last. But for shoes, I don't pay more than $80. I wait for things to go on sale. And quite frankly, I get them off the rack at Burlington's. I get them off the rack at Ross. I get them off the rack at whatever store they're selling shoes that I potentially wear or like for $80 and less. You need to have a rule for yourself. How much are you spending your clothes for? I see you went shopping. Oh, and you're going to a comedy show. You're doing all of this in a month. I'm looking at all your expenses. I'm looking at all your expenses, not your bills, even though you can name it as an expense, but I'm looking at all your expenses, not your bills, right? You like the way I say bills, right? Because bills never end. Maybe you should create a company and you can have other people to pay you, and then you'll be a bill collector and they'll be paying you bills. Another story, that's entrepreneurship. Nonetheless, I see your expenses and they far exceed $150 a month. That's $5 a day. Work with me here. Not to ramble, let's go to your savings account. Okay, you got $1,000 in here. Is this your only bank account? Is this your emergency fund? Because, you know, the golden rule is for an emergency fund, you want it to be anywhere from 3 to 6 months of all your expenses, right? We're talking about your mortgage or your rent. And quite frankly, I would throw in insurance as well. You have your utilities inside of that, whether you pay for garbage and sewer and water and electricity, all those bills. And then if you want to live the exact same way, and of course, groceries, don't forget about groceries, your estimate of grocery bill, your regular grocery bill, the average of your grocery bill that you spend every month. And some of you spend anywhere from $200 to $600, or sometimes even more if you're going to Costco's or Sam's Club, right? You're paying $300 for paper towels. But nonetheless, the point is, I'm in your bank accounts. I already checked out your checking, and I'm looking at your savings. You're spending more money from your checking, and you need what? More money in your savings. And quite frankly, I'm in your savings, and it's a weak savings account. It's not even a high yield savings account. You're getting pennies on the dollar. Look for my videos where I talk about high yield savings account, 2% or more. All right, I need to get out of here. I'm scared of the dark. Your bank account is scary. And quite frankly, I don't know if you've ever been here in a long time. Instead of just looking at the balance, it's cobwebs. It's dirty. It's trashy in here. Clean out your bank accounts. And we're back. Your bank account is filthy, it's nasty, and it's dirty. You have all these expenses on there, and you have nothing in your savings. You have nothing in your savings. If you think that $1,000, okay, see the face? If you think $1,000 is a lot of money, it really isn't. There's some people out here walking past you every single day. They can crap $1,000 and not even blink. They can lose $1,000 and not even blink. And that's where you should want to be. Not that you want to lose $1,000, not that you want to give $1,000 away, but you should be able to, I lost $1,000. You know what? I'm going to have ice cream. That is where you want to be. And the only way you're going to be there if you create a budget and go inside of those dark, deep, nasty, trashy, roach-infested bank accounts of you guys and clean it all out. Clean all those expenses up. Things that you know that you don't need, take them out and start investing and saving and decreasing your debt, alleviating your debt, eliminating your debt, destroying your debt. Pay off your car. Pay off your house. If you have great credit, then you're almost halfway there, because if you have a 30-year mortgage, I encourage you, I inspire you, I motivate you to get the 15-year mortgage. You're like, man, that's gonna raise my bill up. But if you refi, and don't forget when you refi, it's like a new loan. So you still may have the same term, but if you use the same amount of money, plus a couple of hundred, if you can, it will go down even faster. When you got these people that's talking about on YouTube and other investment and informational sources out there, paying off their home in 5 years. If you notice, some of their homes are not that big. Minimalist, I always mess that word up. Minimalist. And then they do a 15-year mortgage, and just as well as you're trying to pay off a car, the 15-year mortgage is $2,000 a month. They have the ability, when they cut some things out, to pay $2,500 a month. So that compounds on your principal and shrink your interest, thus killing the loan. So you're not paying the guy who actually gave you the loan all the interest that he thinks he's going to get, over the 15 years. I know I'm everywhere with this because this is all about cleaning out your bank account, understanding that your bank account is trash. It's garbage. It's rubbish. It's debrisement. I looked at the source before I started this video. Now anyway, but the point is this. This is the one-stop shop for you to get information that I'm not going to bull jab you on. I'm going to talk to you straight because that's how you want the information. You don't want nobody talk over your head. You don't want nobody give you all these terms that you just don't know. I'm going to give you these terms right here. Take some time, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, outside of your daily routine. Gather up all your expenses and bills, make a budget, and start working on decreasing your debt. Then, don't be loyal to any banks because banks are not loyal to you. Oh, I've been with this bank for this long. I want you to look at the interest rate for the emergency fund you should be building. 3 to 6 months of all your bills just accumulating interest. Look into high yield savings account. You can look up Ross World or Financial Literacy 101, high yield savings account, or you can just go to my channel, hit the playlist, and you will find some, and those will help you out to be where you want to be. Most of your money, believe it or not, should be in investment accounts, solid investment accounts, especially if you're a novice, if you're a beginner, and sometimes even intermediate. Now, experts tend to do individual stocks, but myself, I love my money in my index stocks because they accumulate interest, or not accumulate interest, but they grow and they growth, right? But the other thing about them, they have dividends. So every 3 to 4 months, and then my dividends are reinvesting on themselves, reinvesting. And when dividends reinvest, boom, they compound. So hopefully you got something from this very straight and forward video about your trash ass bank account. You guys need to get to work. This is Financial Literacy 101. This is Ross World. I'm out.